Bedtime is approaching, and your kids are running amok in the front yard. You yell, "Time for bed," which falls on deaf ears, causing you to go into parrot mode, repeating this phrase over and over again. Parents often turn to melatonin to help their children fall asleep faster and for longer. However, the question persists, is it safe for kids? Keep watching, because we're going to touch on whether melatonin is harmful or helpful for kids. What is melatonin? Melatonin is a hormone your brain produces in response to darkness that helps you fall asleep at night. Although our bodies produce melatonin naturally, many people use melatonin supplements as sleeping aids. Many people opt for melatonin gummies for their kids because they're chewable, like candy, and they help kids fall asleep at night. They're particularly helpful if your kids have neurological disorders like ADHD or autism. What do the studies say? Scientific evidence supporting melatonin is ongoing. However, some studies on select groups of kids showed that melatonin is effective in helping kids fall asleep. One study showed that children and teens with ADHD and insomnia who take melatonin fall asleep earlier. Melatonin supplements for kids with ADHD help them fall asleep 16 minutes faster. Another study concluded that melatonin supplements help children with autism sleep better. The kids fall asleep faster and remain asleep longer. Some children also had improved daytime behavior, and the melatonin supplement had few side effects. Other studies on healthy children and teenagers showed similar results. Nonetheless, these studies were only short-term. Why is sleep so tricky? Your doctor may advise against giving your child melatonin due to the complexity of sleep. Sometimes sleep is situational with kids. For example, your child might be scared of the dark, so you plug in a nightlight. However, this light source can block melatonin production and keep your kiddo up for longer. The same goes for light-emitting electronic devices in bed. In these cases, regulating your child's sleeping environment can help treat their sleep issues without needing melatonin. For the record, quality sleep leads to better mood regulation, behavior, and academic performance. Is melatonin safe for a child? It's still unclear whether melatonin is safe for children in the long term. Most studies show that short-term use of melatonin is generally safe in children. However, there needs to be more research on the long-term effects of melatonin on kids. Safe alternatives to melatonin for children. Many doctors recommend practicing good sleep hygiene in lieu of melatonin supplementation, including a consistent sleep-wake schedule and morning bright light therapy to treat your kids' sleep issues. If your child is taking too long to fall asleep or is waking up in the middle of the night, there are other ways to resolve their sleeping issues without resorting to melatonin. Sit tight, because we're going to give you 4 solid tips for getting your child to sleep without the use of melatonin. 1. Practice good sleep hygiene. Studies show that proper sleep hygiene can resolve a child's sleep problem in 50% of cases. Make sure your kid's room is dark, quiet, relaxing, and has a moderate temperature. These simple sleeping practices can make it easier for your kid to fall asleep earlier at night. 2. Create a bedtime routine. A bedtime routine can also give your child a sense of comfort before bedtime, which helps them fall asleep faster. A routine can be set by a bedtime story, brushing teeth before bed, or simply coming in for a kiss goodnight before the lights go off. 3. Set a consistent sleep-wake schedule. You can help adjust your child's circadian rhythm by getting them into bed and waking them up at the same time every day. That will train their internal clock and help them fall asleep and wake up around the same time every day. 4. No electronics before bed. Light-emitting electronic devices before bedtime can delay natural melatonin release and contribute to your child's sleeping trouble. Experts recommend limiting children's use of electronics, including TVs, phones, tablets, and video games, during the hours before bedtime. What's the takeaway? Good sleep is essential for the well-being of your child. If you're struggling to get your child to fall asleep, consult your pediatrician. Help is available.